Here in the land of stacked stone, everything, like literally everything is stacked stone, masonry, just huge stone blocks. You know what I haven't seen on this entire trip, not even one time? Step cracks, leaning, bowing, displacement. I have seen none of that. Like literally, and some of this stuff is ancient. Some of it's hundreds of years old and some of it is thousands of years old. Some of it was before Christ. So what's the big secret? What did they do back then to get this stuff to last so long? I'm going to jump in and I'm going to dive in and I'm going to uncover this mystery. I'm going to tell you all about it. So you guys know that I love Stackstone. Now, here in Italy and across Europe, they've been building this way for thousands of years. And the bigger question is, when you see all this stacked stone, you notice what they don't have. You don't see any lateral bowing or bulging, all the things that we have in America. And you have to ask yourself, how do they get away with building things that last thousands of years? I mean, this stuff is ancient. And if we built foundations like this, they would be bowed out, bulging. You'd see stones that are displaced. But all you have to do is stand back and see that they plan to relieve the hydrostatic pressure on the other side of this wall with all of these weep holes and scuppers. All the way across here, you'll see they are letting the moisture out. And if you look down here, you'll see the discoloration. And as you work your way up, you can see all the discoloration across here, but they're relieving the pressure. Now, this is what we talk about with home foundations all the time. When I say, imagine that we're in a basement right now, and all that water would be coming out of these weep holes, and everybody would be trying to plug those up. They'd be saying, oh my God, I have water in my basement. It's a terrible thing. Let's seal up the foundation wall. But you can see what they're doing here is giving the water a path to relieve the pressure on the other side of this wall. And it's very deliberate. They know where the water is going to weep out because they don't want unstable soil on the other side of that wall. You'll notice here, they've got all the scuppers and weep holes in this wall designed right into it. And right here, they're not having any problems. Then as soon as you come up this way, you start to see the cracking and displacement of the wall right where, and you can see right up here, you got horizontal displacement. You have no weep holes or scuppers on this side. So the next time you see water coming into your basement or crawl space through your foundation, if you immediately think, I got to seal that up or stop that water flow on the inside, start to realize what you're going to cause is water to pile up on the other side of whatever that is. Concrete, brick, stone, masonry block, whatever it is. The water coming through it is actually a good thing because it's relieving the water pressure on the other side of the wall. And that's what does all the damage. So I've been in Italy now for over a week and I'm noticing some very, very stark differences. First of all, I haven't encountered a single loose handrail in this entire country yet. But I want you to notice a couple of things I'm noticing here. Almost everywhere we go, they are very good at getting water away from the building. You'll see that we have hardscaping all the way across here. It all slopes down. And then along here, you will see, even in these basement window wells, you're going to notice something that they do very well here, which is they put these drains in. All of these are like that. They are really making a concerted effort to get moisture away from this building. And these drains run all the way across out and dump out into that garden. Now, if you look right over here, every building we've been to, every home has phenomenal roof drainage systems. And they're all made of copper. They're not using vinyl and plastic and crap like we do in America. And you will notice, without fail, all of these are piped into a subsurface drain system underground. And this building that we're in right now was built in the early 1700s. It's one of the things we noticed even in Pompeii and the ruins was how much attention they paid to drainage, to grade, to all the basics that I talk about every day, and how they are not having the problems that we have in America with settlement and mold and all the stuff that we have to start getting back to fundamentals and basics, or we're going to continue to destroy our infrastructure and our homes and everything else. And these are super simple basics. So do you guys want to see why ancient stuff lasted so long and didn't fall apart, even though they used stacked stone, masonry, and all the stuff that tends to fall apart? Let me show you something really interesting. You will notice the roof drainage system up here. If you look really close, you will see they've just got those pipes just kind of dumping water off into this entire courtyard. There's no downspouts, no extensions. Why? Well, those pipes are actually kind of like kickouts. They push the water out 3 or 4 feet, and then it falls down on the ground down here. But you'll notice this entire courtyard, they paid attention to the grading of it. From this entire edge, it all slopes down, and this is all stone. And you will see, you see those little drain holes all the way through? The entire courtyard was designed as a roof drainage system. They've got a drain running all the way around the perimeter, all the way across here. And then if you look in the center, they've got one here, all the way down, and all of that slopes into those drains. Everything they did and everything that I'm seeing, this entire trip, I've been wondering, like, how did Pompeii, how did Herculaneum, how did all these areas, how did all the stacked stone and masonry last so long? And I realized that everything they did was about managing water flow. It's really crazy because even in Pompeii, we saw ancient water pipes. You know, they were really, really just brilliant at grade and drainage. There literally isn't a single system or component in these places that isn't designed around grade and drainage. Check this out. We're in the gardens today, and look at this walkway coming down. These are all designed. You can see these are all designed to direct water into this side drain. And if you walk down here, they've got these like channel drains down here where the water goes into here. That all goes underground. And then they've got these directing water into an underground system. Then you come around here by the stairs, and they've got another one where the water directs right in there. So this is one area of ancient design that was vastly superior to anything that we're doing now. Like, you think about weeping tile systems, French drains, things like that. We're shoving all the water deep underground before we manage it, and here they are meticulously managing all of the surface water. It's brilliant. Literally every single place we've been, it's all designed around drainage, all of it. The entire city, all of the construction, you name it, is all designed. Even the pathways, everything that was up there that we were walking was all designed to direct water. If you look up here at the Colosseum, even this walkway, it's like an ancient manhole right there to a subsurface drainage system that was put in thousands of years ago. Even these little retaining walls, check it out. There you have it, weep holes right at the bottom, all the way along here. Absolutely methodical. And all this hardscaping, if you look at it, is actually designed as drainage. And if you come down here and you look, all of this is sloped away from this wall, not toward it. If you look over here, everything slopes away from the buildings. Everything slopes away from that wall right down into here. And look what they're doing with this channel drain. All the way across here. And this is really cool because this is the modern equivalent to the ancient version of this right here. So today we're in Florence, Italy. We're up here at the Medici. You know, every place you go is going to have their own wildlife and their own biodiversity, but you don't always see these in the wild, especially in Italy. Check it out. I'm going to sneak up on it right now. Now, I'm not sure how long it takes them when they catch these in the wild, but this right here. Now, I'd imagine that catching like a whole bowl of those would take a lot of time, but when you see those in the wild, it's always good to stop and really pay homage to the wildlife and the different cultural differences. We saw the wild pasta here in Italy today.